It's a bat! It's a bat! It's a bat! There it was. How you doing? It's me again. It's BooTube. It's what happens when I read you a poem and I draw a little picture. I hope everybody's okay. Let's get spooky. Thanks everybody for watching these, by the way. If you do enjoy them, give us a little thumbs up underneath the video, because it just makes me realise that you love me as much as I love you. Anyway, okay, what we're going to draw today, it's going to be spooky, it's going to be a little bit silly, it's going to be a pumpkin. You got to have a pumpkin at Halloween, haven't you? So, grab your pen, grab your piece of paper, and pumpkin time. Okay, I've got a green pen here, so we're going to start with some grass along the bottom. Just let yourself go crazy. There we go. There we go. Nice jaggedy grass there, okay, to put our pumpkin on. Unfortunately, I have no orange pen, so we're going to have to go with black, but you can colour it in later, I am sure. Alright, so pumpkins are really easy to draw, he says. They go a little something like this. We have kind of something like that. Your pumpkin shape, alright? Good thing with pumpkins, it doesn't really matter what they look like, because we're going to carve his face out, so it doesn't really matter. But I tell you what we are going to do on the top here. Can you see? Okay, we're going to have a little curl for that little stalk that comes out the top. Maybe colour it in a bit there. Okay. Have you all got that little curl for the pumpkin stalk sticking out of his head? By the way, the poem I'm going to tell you about this pumpkin, it's terrible. It's a bit sad. I guess not all poems can be happy, but this one is truly awful. But it's Halloween, so it's going to be a bit kind of spooky. We'll get to that in a minute. All right, so, and then, very lightly, we're going to go all the way down like this, because pumpkins have little lines down their bodies, skin. Anyway, they've got lines down the front there. Okay. Good. Now, let's get a mouth. The mouth is good fun because it doesn't really matter what it looks like, but we're going to go really jagged. Okay, so something like this. Let me do it so you can see. Okay. Doesn't really matter how it goes, as long as it's nice and jiggity jaggedy. And then we're going to do all the way back again. Have you ever carved a pumpkin, really? It's quite tricky, isn't it? I nearly lost this finger last year. Yeah. So good luck. Get an adult to help you. Or if an adult's not very good, get an even older adult to help your adult to help you. Okay. And then we can colour that in. I'm going to do it very quickly, because I know you've got things to do. So there's his mouth. Like that. Okay. Excellent. And again with the eyes, it doesn't really matter what they look like. They could be circles, they could be triangles, they could be squares. I think I'm going to go for one little eye there. And how about one big one here? How about that? Oh, nice! That looks like a pumpkin. Brilliant. And then, shall we get them with a bit of a Halloween frown, bit of a scowl on there? Oh, I like that. And then do not forget the pumpkins light up on Halloween. So we need, I'm going to do this the other way around so you can see it. We need a little bit of smoke coming out the top there. There is your pumpkin. Ta-da! Right, ready for a pumpkin poem. You might want your hanky ready, because this is a bit sad. Are you sitting comfortably? No. I'm going to start anyway. Once upon a time there was a pumpkin who was large and orange and round. She was born in the pumpkin patch just up the road and grew up from the ground. She spent her days looking towards her very first Halloween. It was a special time for pumpkins, she'd heard. The best time there'd ever been. She concentrated on getting juicy and big so she would look her best. On October the 1st, she was sent to the shops, just like all the rest. She sat in the shop, was picked up and squeezed, until somebody bought her. A man took her home for a Halloween treat for Florence, his small daughter. Halloween came. Pumpkin sat in the window of her new owner's old home. She smiled a jagged pumpkin smile, a vegetable all alone. From the window she watched as the sun went down, her pumpkin heart excitedly beating. What scene she saw! People dressed up, young children trick-or-treating. She started to wonder, as the moon came out, what wonderful things were in store. What would fill her head, what feelings inside, to treasure for evermore. But please don't expect a happy ending, for there's not one, it has to be said. Her insides were scooped out to make pumpkin pie, and a candle was shoved in her head. Sorry about that. That's Halloween for you, folks. I shall see you next time. Keep it spooky. Bye bye bye.